don't know if you don't look at that or if your staff doesn't look at that, but if they did, they would see for themselves that it is
Okay, so
90%.
But you realize that witness testimony is not a correct interpretation of who opposes or who approves of the legislation that we pass in the legislature, correct?
Well, I understand that, but I also understand that what goes in the record is the only thing that, that's important to this committee, or you wouldn't allow it, first of all. And second of all, it speaks, especially in the Senate, where you have to testify in person. People who are willing to take off time and spend their time driving to Jeff City, staying in Jeff City, coming down to Jeff City week after week after week after week, they are committed enough to this cause to do that at a 90% rate.
Sure, I understand that. So I just wanted to clarify, though, that that's not a true representation of who opposes or who approves of legislation.
Well,
so
I really love data. If you have other data, I'd like to look at it.
Actually, I have a poll right here. So this is a poll of Missourians, and 74% of Missourians are in favor of allowing parents to remove their child from a class if they object to the instructional materials regarding sex, religion, or partisan political bias. That's a scientific poll.
And who did that poll? Can I ask? Who was
Yes. So this is, I've got the... trying to find the name of it. So it is the American Viewpoint that did this poll, and that is the number. So I just wanted to clarify that the majority of Missourians actually are in favor of addressing these issues in our schools. Thank you.
The majority of the people who answered the phone.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Representative Nirenberg.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just to respond to Representative Baker there, I have not read that. I'll look it up, American Viewpoint, because I think it's important to look at that, see who had that poll. I think what's also important is the wording of the poll. I think the vast majority of folks in this room, the vast majority of educators in the state, probably the vast majority of members of this committee understand that, we respect parental rights. We respect accountability in our schools. We respect transparency. As a mom, I want nothing more than to know what my kids are learning and doing each and every day. And I ask those tough questions as we should. If we look at Parental Bill of Rights, and again, this is how the wording of the poll, Senator Rizzo had he might have filed it again this year as well, but a really great Parental Bill of Rights that I think we can all get behind. So that's why I think it's very important when we look at what is being asked of folks. But when we specifically look at this harmful language and what it does, it's person after person comes before us and says, this is detrimental to my kid. This is detrimental to what I can do as an educator in this state. Okay. And so that's the difference. And that's what we're looking at. So do we want to put some of this in codify this in statute, what the vast majority of our school districts are already doing to show accountability and transparency in terms of parental rights? Fine. But what we should not do is really go after those who, quite frankly, are most marginalized right now. Thank you.
Yes, Representative Awning, go ahead.
Just to make a brief comment, a quick Google shows that American Viewpoint is a public opinion polling company founded in 1985, and the firm primarily does work for Republican candidates and conservative causes. Thank you.
Lady, thank you for your testimony.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Next, in opposition.